This gotten really popular the last few days. This streamer guy who got arrested being super weird. But what's going to be different here, it's going to be an entertaining way to actually learn from it. Obviously, this is the absolute most extreme, but we're going to see some of why he's so creepy and what you should actually do. So it's like over the top. You'll see.
Hey, listen up. You look so cute and you look so delectable. I want to put you on a plate and just eat you up. How about that? What's your name, baby? I know you're sorry. You're sorry you can't get with a hunk like me. You're sorry you're stuck with a that you on. You record videos of you sucking off other guys.
Obviously, he's going out of his way to just be weird, to be shocking. It's supposed to be entertaining. Funny enough, honestly, like RSD was doing stuff like this back in the day, and they were trying, well, RSD Owen still does it, and they were trying to sell it as like actually a way to meet women, which is ridiculous. But the lesson here that you can see to a degree is one, don't just sit down with someone, because when you're just sitting down, she has no idea what's going to happen, right? So if this guy, right, if you just sit down with the woman, she might think you're going to be a psycho like this. Or she might just think it's going to be a boring conversation and not know when you're going to leave. This would be the same for you, right? If some random person sat with you, you don't know them, you don't know why, don't know how they're going to be. So what you should do, let's say in reality, you actually saw this woman and you wanted to meet her, is what I would do is I'd walk by, and as I'm walking by, I would say something to her. But I'm not stopping, I'm not square to her, I'm not just going over and sitting down. That way, I could say something to her, I could see how she reacts, and if she responds well, I could say more. All the time, it's almost like I'm about to leave. So what's happening there is one, I could read her reaction, so I'm not doing too much too fast. If I say something and she doesn't respond well to it, I keep moving. We're both happy. It's no big deal. It was just a friendly passing comment. But if she does react somewhat well, what's happening now is she's getting some information about me. She's learning a little bit about my personality, my sense of humor. So maybe she's heard I made a comment. It sounds funny and confident. Now I make another comment. She says, wow, that's interesting. So now she has data on me to make a bit of a judgment. So she has gotten like a 10-second sample of me without me sitting down. And now maybe she's willing for me to face her. And now we talk for 30 seconds. Now she gets a 30-second sample. If she likes that sample, and really likes it, maybe then she would like me to sit with her, right? So basically just things happening in degrees. And if you think about that, that's totally logical. That's exactly how it would be for you, right? If some random person sat down and just said, hey, can I sit with you? You'd be like, what the F? But even if it was a guy and you're a guy and you're both straight, if they walked by and you're wearing like a MMA shirt, like you're a fighter, and he's like, yo, bro, where do you train at? You're like, oh, I train over here. He's like, yo, I love that gym. Do you know Joey? And he's like, yeah, I know Joey, right? He was just walking by, you know a little bit about him. He sits down, you'd probably be happy with it. Same thing for a woman. If you're displaying a few things that she likes, that interest her, now she's going to want you to sit.
And he wants to see that shit. Correct me if I'm wrong. And that happens regularly,
She's laughing
right?
because it's true.
Tell me I'm right on the money or not.
That's why she's
Tell me,
laughing.
okay, listen up, baby. I'm so sorry. You know, I really tried. God
All right.
I don't want to bother you guys. I'm not trying to be.
But a big thing there, notice he's saying she's laughing. There are different types of laughs. There's an uncomfortable laugh, there's an awkward laugh, and then there's laughing at something being funny. That is a uncomfortable laugh. So something that I've seen online is they like talk about like IOIs, like indicators of interest, and you'll see guys like they're reading into all these things that a woman might like them, like, oh, she's playing with her hair, she's laughing. That stuff's nonsense. Like, I never am looking at a woman thinking she's playing with her hair, that means she likes me. A woman could play with her hair because she's nervous. It could be a tick. It doesn't mean anything. The way you really know if a woman likes you is going to be if she's investing in the conversation, if she's asking you things, if she doesn't want you to leave, right? If you're about to leave and she asks you questions to keep you there, that means she might like you. If you mention something like, yeah, I like the beach. She's like, I like the beach too. Or you say, oh, I'm gonna go to this concert. She's like, oh, tell me about it. And she's trying to fish to go out with you to the concert. That's when you know a woman likes you. Very simple. For the most part, I find when a woman likes you, it's not that hard to recognize.
Creepy in any way, but can I get like one of your numbers and I'll be on my way and then we can meet
We're
up?
actually going to go meet our boyfriends right now. So.
Oh, so I can't take you out or do anything like that?
Yes, really quick, just stop right now.
Sorry.
These are two really good ones because these are things you see guys actually trying. Number one, when the guy's like, oh, can I just get your number to get to know you later? I know guys who've actually done stuff like that. And from the guy's perspective, it makes sense. Like, you're pretty, give me your number, I want to talk to you later. To the girl, it makes zero sense. She has no idea who you are. Why would she want to do that, first of all? Second of all, just like the story, why would you just want to get her number and run away? If you actually liked each other, maybe you'd hang out. That does not mean chasing them like these weirdos, but in my other video that was not highly viewed, but you could check it out, when I was at Halloween, on Halloween night, I met two girls and they invited me to walk with them. It was normal. It wasn't like a number bandit. If you're actually getting along, when you leave, there should be reason to leave, right? Even if it doesn't have to be true. I'm not saying to make crazy lies, but let's say you're with the woman, you have a conversation, she likes you, you like her, you don't want to be there all day. You say, oh, I have to go to work, I have to meet my friend, so you can get her number, right? That way you guys had a reason for the conversation to end, and the story is you exchange numbers because you like each other, not that you're some weird number bandit. This part right here, I'll replay it real quick.
We're actually going to go meet our boyfriends right now. So.
Oh, so I can't take you out or do anything like that?
Yes, really quick, just stop right now.
Sorry.
Doesn't matter what you want.
Lame, doesn't matter what you want. I once went out with a guy who was like into game, and I'm good with meeting women, but that doesn't mean every woman wants to talk with me or wants to stop. And he's like, no, you got to be more assertive. Absolutely not. If you wanted to actually stop somebody, you don't do it by being assertive, right? Or being aggressive more so. You're not forcing them to stop through authority. It's about them wanting to stop. I would say that's the biggest lesson, is you don't want to ever be like trying to make something happen. You want to be trying to make her want whatever it is. You want her to want it, right? So the way that I would get a woman to stop is no aggression. I'm not trying to make her stop at all. I actually be really gentle, and I'll say something. And then I may just look at her calmly. I'm not chasing her. I'm not trying to stop her. And if she's curious, she likes my vibe, she'll stop oftentimes, right? But the being overly aggressive about stopping is going to push her away. And if she's like hesitant, it's already over, right? Once she hesitates, like, oh, I don't know if I want to stop, trying to get her stopped is just forcing her and making her like you even less. So you want at all times to do things gently. You want it to be mutual, right? You give a little something, and then she gives a little something. You say a comment, she responds to it in a positive way, then you say more. Not stop, here, I sit. All that stuff, which ended up resulting in this happening. This guy getting like slammed on the ground and arrested. Right.
You love it.
You know that there's like a
Excuse me, what's going on?
Ridiculous. But, and again, I want to keep in mind, right? Our culture does get too hard on men when it comes to like talking to women. Sometimes it's like every guy is like this. Not every guy is like this, right? But there is a difference between doing super crazy stuff like that, where you are harassing people, you are acting socially inappropriate. I did not show all of it. He gets even worse. And there's a difference between that and being socially intelligent.